Hey everybody, here's the video I promised you on the questions you just worked on during class. Number 1 asks, what is diffusion? And we know that diffusion is when molecules move from high concentration to low concentration. Please make sure you include that it does not need energy. 1b asks about the sugar cube. We talked about the sugar cube before when I did the little demo with the food coloring in the water. So the sugar cube is high concentration, and that is going to move throughout the tea to a low concentration, and it's going to move till it reaches equilibrium. Number 2 says, what is osmosis? Osmosis is the diffusion of water. So again, all the same things can apply. It's from high concentration to low concentration. We usually refer to that as down the concentration gradient. What's next? 2C says a selectively permeable membrane separates solutions A and B. Solution B is higher than A, so the water will move, right? The concentration of water molecules is B, is higher than that in A, so the water will move from B to A again until it reaches that equilibrium. The water molecules might still move, but they'll maintain equilibrium. 3A asks, how is active transport different than passive? Active transport requires energy. Passive does not. Passive transport are things like diffusion and osmosis. (3b), what are transport proteins? They are not just proteins on the membrane. They're proteins that go all the way through the membrane. This helps move materials across the membrane, which requires energy. This is what we do for the big molecules, the charged molecules, or molecules moving against the concentration gradient. Or what does that say? I think that should have said large. So it's moving things from low to high for 3C. So you should have got that done during class. Many of you start at 39. I told you at the end of class to finish 39 and then at least turn that in on core. 39, let me turn my page. All living things are made of cells. Cells are the basic units of life. We can't forget that. The plants and animal cells, the control center is the nucleus. Bacteria don't have a formal nucleus, but they usually have an area of, they have circular DNA, so their DNA just kind of hangs out. Sometimes it's RNA. Most of the time it's RNA. But storage compartment of the cell is the vacuole. It stores our water, right? Some of you may have wrote lysosome. That breaks down. That does not store. Number 5, the process by which water moves across the cell membrane is osmosis because it's water. 7, we skipped a few. 7, yes, ribosomes do produce proteins. Number 8, bacteria lack a nuclei. And number 10, the cell membrane is selectively permeable. True. That's what makes the cell membrane so awesome, is it lets some stuff in and some stuff out. If you came back to class at 9:40, like I asked you to, you did hear I said you could skip 40 and 41, but I still want to talk about them with you. So number 12 says, what is the function of the cell wall? And that is to support and protect. It does not really, it's not selectively permeable. So we don't want to talk about it lets things in or out. It does protect things from coming in, but there is ways to get through it. 16, why is water important in the cell? Water is super important. And some of this I think you know, but the details probably not. So chemical reactions. Water is in a ton of chemical reactions. You know, in photosynthesis, there's water. We'll talk about cellular respiration later. That has water. It helps maintain